Hello everyone. Let us go for the session 4 of Introduction to Data Structure. Now let us study something about the array operations. We are going to study here 5 different array operations: traversing, inserting, deletion, searching and sorting. Now first let us move for traversal operation. So as I told in the previous sessions, traversing is nothing but you are going to access each and every element of the particular data for a specific purpose. Here, for example, if you want to display the contents of the array, you need to display from 0 to n minus 1. So for that purpose, you can go for traversal operation. So here we are going to study something about the traversal algorithm. So step 1, which carries I is equal to lower bound. Why we are setting I is equal to lower bound? Because array will be starting from 0 to n minus 1. So I is set to 0 initially. Next, in the second step, repeat the step 3 to 4 while I is less than or equal to upper bound. That means I is less than or equal to upper bound will be always n minus 1 in the array. So 0 to n minus 1 we are going to traverse. So here apply the process to a of I. For the first iteration of while loop, we apply the process to a of I. So what will happen? A of 0 will be processed. Then you are going to increment I by 1. So when you increment I by 1, what will happen? I will be set to 1. So after that, once again come back to the while loop and check the condition whether I is less than or equal to upper bound. If it is less than or equal to upper bound, repeat the loop. Set the process to a of 1, then increment 1 by 1, that is you will get I is equal to 2. Again check. Suppose you have 3 elements in your array, then you need to traverse from 0 to 2, right? So first, in the first iteration 0 will be processed, then set 0 to 1, then once again come back, check, 1 will be processed, then it will set to 2, then once again come back, 2 will be processed, it will set to 3. When it reaches to 3, this condition is false and it will come out of the loop and exit the process. This is how traversal takes place. Next, let us go for insertion. Suppose you want to insert a new element into the array. Then if you want to insert it at the end of the existing array, then it is quite simple. How you can do that? You just make the upper bound is equal to upper bound plus 1. That means you are going to increase one position of the array. You are going to increase one memory space, and to the last position, to a of upper bound, you are going to put your value, right? So this is how you are going to insert at the end of the array. Suppose you want to insert the element to the particular position in the array, then this is the algorithm. So what you need to do if you want to insert into a particular position? Suppose you have 4 elements in the array, you want to insert one more element, not to the 5th position but to the 2nd position. So you are going to read the element which you want to insert, and also you need to read the position in which you want to insert. So both you need to read, right? After that, if position is greater than n and position is less than 0, that means our array element will start from 0 to n minus 1, isn't it? So when you have the position, if you give the position as minus 1, it should display the error message that you cannot insert the element to minus 1th position. Suppose if you have 4 elements in the array, then your n will be 0 to 3, right? So if you give position as 5, you cannot insert the element into 5 because 4th position is free, isn't it? So if the position is greater than n or if the position is less than 0, then you need to display the error message. Else repeat the step 6 from I is equal to n to I is greater than or equal to position. That means what you are going to do is you are going to set I is equal to n. So your array will be, upper bound will be n minus 1. You are going to make one more position, that is you are setting I is equal to n. So you are going to increase the array size by 1. Then I is greater, if I is greater than or equal to position, then you are going to do this operation. What you are going to do? A of I minus 1 to A of I. That means you are just shifting the positions of the particular elements. So if suppose you have 1, 2, 3 as your element, you want to insert to the second position, then the position of 2 will be shifted to position of 3. Position of 3 will be shifted to position of 4. Like that you are going to shift the array, and to the position wherever you want to insert, there you are going to copy the element. Right? Let us see an example for this. See, if you want to insert the element to the third position, this position, what you need to do? You need to shift the element. So fifth position whatever was there shifted to sixth position, fourth position whatever was there shifted to fifth position, third position whatever was there shifted to fourth position, and to the third position insert 5. So this is how exactly the insertion operation takes place. Now let us go for deletion operation. So in the deletion in the sense, you are going to remove the data element from the already existing array, right? So suppose you want to delete the last element, then it is quite simple. How you can do that? You can just decrement the upper bound by 1 so that the last position will not be shown, so that we can assume that it has been deleted. So set the upper bound is equal to upper bound minus 1 if suppose you want to delete the last element. But suppose if you want to delete the element which is in between the array, then you need to shift the other element to the previous position, isn't it? So it is the process which is deleting the element. So read the position in which you want to delete. That is, if you want to delete, suppose you want to delete the element from the position 2, then read the position as 2. Then if position is greater than or less than 0, once again display the error message as we have done in the insertion operation. Else, what you need to do? You need to set I is equal to position, I is less than or equal to n minus 1. So you are starting from I is equal to position. Now what you are going to do is copy A of I plus 1 to A of I. It is vice versa of your insertion operation. In the insertion operation, the left element is shifted to right, and you are going to insert the element to the left position. But in deletion operation, you delete the particular element and then shift the right element. For example, you can see here this is the array you have, and I want to delete from position 2. Okay, so what I am going to do is I will shift I will copy this 10 over to this position. So here in this step you can see 10 in this position, right? And after that, that is A of 3 is copied over to A of 2. A of 3 is copied over to A of 2, right? So 10 was there in the A of 3, 2 is overwritten with the 10. Now in the second position you got 10. Next what you are going to do? A of 3 is equal to A of 4. That means A of 4 is copied over to A of 3. So 8 was there in A of 4, that is copied over to 3. So now in the third position you be copied over 8. So A of 5 is copied to A of 4. So you will get 3 in A of 4th position. Now display from 0 to n minus 1. Decrement n by 1 and then display 0 to n minus 1. That means you are going to display from 0 to 4. Only these positions will be displayed and you will get the answer as 1, 9, 10, 8, 3. 2 has got deleted. This is how you are going to delete the elements. So I hope this session is clear for you. Next we will meet in the next session. Thank you.